This is really, where we are taking in the comments from the victims. I believe Mr. Emerson is, and I do believe that a lot of what they're saying and what they're calling for, we're in alignment on.
This is both state and federal charges, I'm assuming. How did your two groups work together, or were you guys just completely separate?
So Mr. Emerson does have a federal case going, and certainly I would say coordinated. When this happened back in 2023, we called them immediately and said, hey, are you going to take action? The federal government, there's some positives and there's some others, and they can be a little slower than us. And so we took immediate action because we believe the community needed that. And but here we are today, and they are moving forward. And I believe that they have a sentencing hearing coming up in November.
Why would you have dual prosecutions? Usually, sometimes if you both bring a prosecution, one decides to drop the case while the other sees it to fruition. How come the dual tracks all the way to sentencing?
This one, I felt it was important that, this was certainly something that my office and this community were invested in, and we wanted to make sure we saw all the way through. And quite frankly, I don't have any ability to tell the federal government what to do. And so I can only assure and make sure that we seek out what I believe is correct in this instance. And so that's why we decided to keep it going forward with our state case.
Our information shows that he's scheduled for sentencing in federal court September 17. That's the day of the conference that he was approved of. Is that correct, or is that wrong? Okay.
I think this morning there was a hearing, is that correct, where he pled, and they set a new date, or at least a date, which is in November for sentencing. And I'm sure some of your colleagues here will have that date.
Thank you. I appreciate the clarification.
Absolutely.
You ever dealt with anything like this before?
In my 25-year career, I've dealt with a lot of, far-ranging types of cases, but this one's definitely unique. I would say that on multiple fronts, certainly the gravity of harm, in the fact that you had 83 individuals, that it affected really, I would say the community and really nationwide had an impact. So those are all unique factors. Looking at the individual, because we try at this office to look at cases from all different angles, and we looked at this individual, and it was definitely unique to have someone that was and is a high-functioning individual engage in such reckless and terrible behavior. All right.
Anybody else?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate your time.